Welcome back to Introduction to Lincoln Douglas. Today, we're going to find contentions for the case you're writing. Let's jump right in. So by this time, you should have a value and a criterion, and the good news is the hard part is over. You're done with the hard part, at least. Contentions are really easy. Normally, you'll only have two directions that you can go when you're starting to come up with your contentions. Here are those two directions. One, if your criterion is your side of the resolutions. So, again, we've sort of been, as we've gone along, we've been constructing a faux affirmative case for our pretend resolution. And so far we have value, protection of the citizens, criterion, national security. If your criterion was your side of the resolution, then for this example resolution, your criterion would be safety. So if your criterion is your side of the resolution, then your contentions just need to prove that your side of the resolution gets to your value. That's it. So to go back to this example, my contentions, if my criterion was safety, might be contention 1, citizens must be protected. Here I would elaborate on the support for my value and why it should be the goal of the round. Contention 2, safety protects the citizens. Here I would explain how safety protects the citizens. I would prove that. So that's all you'd have to do. Now, if your criterion is something other than your side of the resolution, then your contentions just need to prove that your side of the resolution gets to your criterion and that your criterion gets to your value. So it might look something like this. Contention 1, citizens must be protected. Again, I just support my value. Contention 2, national security protects the citizens. Now, this is fairly self-explanatory, but see what I've done. Imagine, again, in my example case, my criterion is national security. So what I've done is I've said my criterion gets to my value. So national security protects the citizens. Contention 3, emphasizing safety protects the citizens. Here, I would explain how safety gets us to national security and thus, by extension, gets us to the protection of the citizens. So, if your criterion is different from your side of the resolution, you need to prove that your side of the resolution gets to the criterion and then that your criterion gets to the value. Homework for this session is just to write out the taglines of your contentions and a brief description of each of them. After doing that, you'll basically have the important part of a case down. After this, it's just throwing in definitions and then filling out the case with explanations and things like that. And again, we'll walk you through how to do that in the next few sessions. Next session, what we're going to talk about is different types of proof for your value, your criterion, and your contentions.